Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as Air. At the end of the last episode, we were a little bit confused, hitting the button about embracing the institution. It was saying we'd lose monarch points, and I was pretty sure we wouldn't. We can't gain military power right now because we're overcapped, but we didn't actually lose it, which is good. So now what we want to do is we want to spend some stuff. The Diplo, yes, because we're behind on Diplo tech, and there'd be some unbalanced research. We got the minus 30 modifier here, which is really nice. Slander merchants, navy morale, that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and military up as well. We may stop here for a second just because we don't want to be more than 2 ahead of our Diplo. And yeah, we'll get the admin as well. And in particular, we're very eager to get this other idea group here. So we still have tons of military power kicking around. I think we're ultimately going to be okay-ish here. We haven't done estates in a little bit, so the merchant guilds, if I were to grant you this, I could then... Oh, we already did it recently, so never mind. Well, you are really not happy. Neither are you. I wonder if you'd get even more negative modifiers here. Oh, I can demand support. I wonder, can I get more than 100? So if I do this, your influence becomes 60. That's fine. No, it's still 100 here. But yeah, that's okay. Alright, that's good and groovy. Don't mind this. We've got some superior unit types. I think the warriors are the same, yeah. It's the cavalry and the cannons as well. Cannons, what are their stats here? For, what am I looking for? Technology. They have mostly fire. So they don't do a lot of shock. They do a lot of fire. So I think what we want to focus on is as many fire pips as possible. Plus, large is better than small. I mean, come on! Clearly. Unit reinforcements and things. We probably unlocked some new building types, like in terms of manufactories. Yeah, whatever this is. For salt. Some sort of mine, maybe. And I mean, if we're not mining salt in this game, I don't know what we're doing. Because clearly, we could support France. France is my rival. We'd send troops to fight France in the religious war. Or ignore it. I don't know what this is actually going to do on their side, but sure, we'll spend 3,000 manpower to give the middle finger to France. That sounds like fun. And actually, since we already hate each other anyway, let's go ahead and build a spy network on France and make some claims. And we're going to go ahead and also specify something like... Oops. I'm very interested in this stuff. Done. So yeah, they've got Catholic zealots. I don't really care what flavor of Christianity they have. I just want more chaos. There will be blood. Diplomat is coming home. Most people are pretty busy. Can I... Well, we're not quite high enough there yet. You're idle like that. We're going to go and improve relations over here. Because I think... Oh, 2 things. I'm going to cancel this so we can get more power for our Diplo. And yes, that will cause us to annex Granada slower, but it's not going to change the overall cost of annexing them, so I don't care. And mostly we want to save up a little bit more Diplo for our integration. And in hindsight, I probably should have left the focus on the Diplo at least a little longer, at least until maybe I soak these guys in, so we wouldn't have the same tech unbalance. We are going to be taking humanist ideas though, so we're going to want a ton of admin to sink into that. Okay, colony becomes self-sufficient. Excellent, that's good. We got a couple of revolts up. We're going to deal with that in just a second. What I want to verify is my 2 colonies that are there. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and send the colonists to there. So you are fully in there, which is great. So this troop here... I'm going to send you here. I'm going to do this. We're going to be ready to jump on there. If you get a good general, like this guy here, for example, you'll do okay. And you finish that, and you still have the other general, which is nice. We don't have hostile sieges. Should really be at the top. Yeah, so that's the only one. Okay. So there'll be an uprising when these guys move into here, but then that'll be okay. We'll be attacking to the jungle, so we'll get a -1 modifier. But we shouldn't get a river crossing because we do have some maneuver in here. 4 maneuver! 4 maneuver, pretty good. Ah, we got the separatism pop. Boo! Hiss. Here, I'll just send you here and here right away, because I'm not too concerned about the speed at which we undo that. Doesn't make a difference. We'll do this. Ship-wise, 1, 2... more light ships. I mean, at some point we may want to get heavy so that we can mount a real fight. And I mean, we could do galley fighting in the Mediterranean as well. That's certainly a possibility. So if I do this, we'll have corruption. So that's why I'm trying to hold off for now. Core. Yeah, legalism is fine. Still get the tech discount from being on that side of things. Nice. Yeah, taxes, manpower, tech, good. So you're there. Do you have any more unrest over here? Yeah. So we can go and step on the unrest over there. You have exactly, I think, 25k in here when we're at full. Cores, army under attack. Oh, the natives, that's to be expected. And yeah, we don't even have to keep an 8k stack, I think. Especially with our new tech ups. We can trim that down a fair bit. But yeah, if we only use the 2 colonists, we're going to save some money, which is still good. And we'll need fewer troops parked to defend them, which might also be nice. And yeah, I'm not as concerned with colonizing more of here. We've got control over the Ivory Coast, other than this one province over here. And we will expand to at least one more bit there. And I guess we could go there, but yeah, I'm okay with it. Ulema lose loyalty but give me money. They would lose influence as well. Yeah, okay, no, we'll do this. That's fine. We got tons of money. Let's get some more manufacturers down. And yeah, I'm very, very curious. I don't know exactly what we're going to end up doing with everything over here. Wise policies. Coastal center trade until the end of the game. Thank you. Oh, and per natural harbor will be removed. Okay. So that's okay. This is still an upgrade. Lovely. I like that. Ground force limit. How we doing? We're actually 3 shy. So I will build up this one. We'll probably get some more cannons going. Not that we're at our force limit yet, but here, I'll do something like this. It's going to be okay. This will be ready to sort of roam and counter any sort of rebellion. In fact, we might want to park you somewhere where there's a little bit of unrest. You're not going to be a big enough stack to necessarily fight it, but you can still go and bring it down. And we have all our fort maintenance up, and I don't think that needs to be. So let's do this. Okay. At some point, we might even consider doing some drilling. I don't know. We're going to do this. We're going to bring up the fort here, but we're going to park ourselves in the more dangerous province where we got some helpers, especially with the strait crossing that we don't want to deal with. I don't know having the fort here if it ignores our strait crossing penalty. It might. Okay, yes, good, done. Yeah, you guys are going to be moving to the wonky place, but that's okay. Alright, speed 4. We're on the cusp of 1600! It's a whole new era starting. I mean, literally, 1600 might be the trigger for the next institution. Yeah, global trade. Oh, highest value trade node in the world. Yeah, so it's not going to start where I am. I was misinterpreting something. Well, no, I was looking at the bottom part. We're not going to be the highest value trade node in the world. So it's not going to start where we are, but I have full faith that global trade will spread to us fairly easily. -1 natural unrest. Yes, please. An eruption? Oh, grain and wine is super cheap now. I think because, like, it's not growing as well is sort of the representation. You think the price would go up, and in practice, the price probably did go up, but it's representing the fact that nothing is growing right now, so we're not making any money. Circassia is going to attack Georgia. Hey, how's Theodoro doing? Look at them. I'd really considered doing a Theodoro run, but I'm really happy with how this air run is going. It's awesome. Let's do some more conversion over here. Cape Coast is self-sufficient. Nice. And yeah, tell you what, just going to finish off this area down here by grabbing Bengal. It said, hey, 10 development. That's not too shabby. I mean, we're going to keep going up here too. But yeah. Diplomats home from the Mamluks. We did lose one of our diplomats. It was a temporary... Or that was the policy we were running. Durr. I got distracted. I forgot that we were going to be doing some annexing over here. And I do want to start it right away, despite the fact that I do need another Diplotech. If they didn't hate me so much, I could consider a... Oh, I guess I could do it. It gives them influence, though. It doesn't make them like me more. Oh, I could call it Diet. I may as well do that. Half-price level 3 diplomat. I don't suppose there's another, like, half-price dude kicking around, is there? No, not right now. You know what? I'm going to go for it. Yeah. -10 because they've got a lot more influence. But we're going to pick up the half-price diplomat here. It's actually, like, much cheaper for the hire, but the maintenance is the important part. But yeah, that's gonna be okay. $6 per month to give us a fair bit more Diplo power, help to offset this, but also help us catch up a little bit more on Diplotech. Now, we're making enough money that it wouldn't actually kill us to go up to Tech 15 for military, and we are going to be capped soon. So we will hit it if we need to. We will hit this button. That's going to be okay. We might get lucky enough to have a -15 modifier start to develop at some point. We will see. Malevolent Anna. Stability drop. Oh. Regency. Sultana Regency. Well, she's not too shabby. We'll remarry over there. That's fine. No diplomats to send. No, let's just cancel that because we've been discovered anyway. Ivory Coast becomes self-sustaining. Nice. So we will send here and move there. Okay. Royal marriage. Natives, More money. Do that first. Whoa, that's a hell of a production center. Biram? What the hell's the deal in Biram? That would give me so much money. I mean, it's got a textile manufactory, so that's, I guess, the big deal there. Wow. One of the things we might want to do is check everywhere that's got a manufactory and make sure that we've got a slot for the production center if need be. Rebel Uprising, Neapolitan, that's okay. We've got some units over here. We'll go ahead and give them one of our stronger leaders over here to be ready to deal with that when it pops. That's going to be okay. And we've got the fort up and everything. That's going to be okay. Truce, that's down south. We don't have the manpower. Yeah, it's going to be fine. We'll get a little local unrest, but I'm okay with it. More spying out. Oh, they're counter-espionaging us. Haha, that's funny. Improving relations in Poland. Golden era. Oh, Cleves. Congratulations, Cleves. Okay, I'm being quiet. I'm sort of watching some things. Army's under attack. Native Uprising. And I think next month we go hit the military thing. There will be blood. Poland's going to attack Polotsk. And I mean, if they soak that in, Poland is crazy. We can... It'll overkill slightly, but we could go and do one more month of something. Morocco embiggening itself pretty impressively. Oh, and we've got this as well. I mean, this one's safe to hit. This gives us access to plantations, too. Good. So yes, I will hit this. So that, because we're going to be grabbing Humanist. I mean, I could grab a military idea and just sink tons of points into there. And I want military ideas. For, you know, going forward, we're going to want more and be ahead of a good sink, but we need to get the humanism to get our stuff under control. And yeah, next time I get a chance to make some changes, I'll almost certainly go pro-admin here. Especially since our heir has 0 admin score. So yes, that's actually something that we will have to do. Alright, let's just hit this now. It's fine. Boom. We'll get some Mouseketeers going on. And again, I'll focus on one of them. Well, technically we would be like, would be count as north? I mean, I was going to say west, but that's not an option. I guess central might be more where we fit in. And I like to focus on the ones with the actual, like, fire and shock pips as opposed to the morale ones. Whatever. I'll grab the South African ones. Done. Okay. And that'll, again, probably... You bastards! Just instantly doing 3 of them at once. Seriously? Tempted to, like, war them and just go and occupy that right away. Wow! What a bunch of poop heads. Oh well. They'll be easy to take. During the inevitable war against France, these things will be really easy to take. Sure. Fine. Be that way. Punk-ass French bastards. Baguette-eating... Lose a bunch of money to gain a bunch of professionalism. Upset a country I don't care about. We'll have to take out a loan temporarily. I think it's okay. Like, our money's actually good. We'll take a little bit of a hit with the interest problem things, but it's probably worth doing that for the professionalism. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. That was our plantation money too, but I don't know. Professionalism pretty good. Royal marriage with Flemkin went away. Let's go ahead and do that. There's our loan. That's up. And yeah, we can build something right away, although we're going to wait for another manufacturer here. Because accessing a new type of manufacturer will probably give us a lot more sort of ability option. Universities. I can't remember. I think it's Enlightenment fires out from universities. And we'll probably want to build some of these at some point. I mean, we don't have the tech yet. But getting a few of them can be kind of handy. Okay. Annexing, we're at 25%. We're building a spy network there, which is slow. I'm going to restart building a spy network in Castile. They did catch me at some point, but yeah, that modifier did go away. We're just going to want to have claims over all their stuff. Mosque, workshop, done. Thank you very much. Next military tech level, but we're already doing unbalanced research, and that would just get worse, so we're just going to sit on that. Cabin boy can become a captain. Yeah, we'll take the Navy tradition hit. Actually, that's going to be okay. Condottieri, maybe. Who are you at war with? Switzerland? Against Great Britain. That's actually kind of tempting. Is Sweden independent yet? Someone was supporting their independence. It looks to me like they are. King Carl. Should just right-click on countries every now and again. People can pause if they want to see the state of their favorite countries. We haven't looked out here for a while. Shanghai is pretty big. Things are still relatively even. I mean, there's been some sort of, you know, annexing of things, but there's still sort of a general balance of power here. Gujarat's doing pretty well. Well, I say that. They're half occupied. Ming... No, Ming's done a few things too. Alright, so that's the rebel, or the native fight over there. I mean, we're still far from being capped on manpower. So the next age, I think, is going to be the age of absolutism. And that's really when we might want to go ham with some of our conquest. Oh, that's a little rebellion, and it's pawned where our dudes were. That's very convenient. If we take a look at the rebellion map mode now... oh, these are separate types of rebels. Okay, so we'll just move you over here. That's going to be fine. But again, we still can't do some drilling. Here, they're here, and there's still 10 unrest there. We didn't raise the autonomy of that province, so that's part of it too. Trade guilds and fraternities. Legalism and prestige. Yeah, that's okay. We'll leave it there. Our religious stance, or religious position, may have changed a bit as a result of the fact that... I don't even know if it's worth resetting here. I don't think that affects the rate at which we annex them. The result, our king died, so we got a regency going on. Okay, you're done, but babysitting that okay. No complaints there. We're on the cusp of getting the next Diplo level. Which, yeah, trade efficiency, the brig type ship. Ansbach. We don't have any upgrade, because Brig's not the next level of Caravel. Like, right, is it? Yeah, it's over here. It's the transport ship. It's possible our Caravels haven't all been upgraded to the latest level, though. Let's park them for a second. Yeah, we got Caravels and Barks. Mostly Caravels, and some Barks. We'll do an upgrade over here. Yeah, it's only 80. It's only 4 ships to do. Excellent. And then you can get your Protect Trade going on the Ivory Coast again. We'll put the Go Home when at war message, just, you know, just in case. We got 53% of the power here, which is not too shabby. I mean, at some point we might want to do some pirating or collect trade somewhere else. Right now we're just moving the trade around this way, and a fair amount of it continues to flow down here. We're increasing the amount of goods we produce here. I mean, one of the things that would be nice is grabbing control of trade here and flowing more of the Eastern trade to us. But the Eastern trade hasn't been developed that much yet anyway. Ngondan Separatists, which is in Luanda, which is over here. Didn't we actually just settle this? Which is kind of interesting. No, they got separatism. I don't know. You know what? Let's go and move you over here, sort of preemptively. We'll give you the good general over here, too. Conversions. Yes, please. Now, the one downside with going humanist as opposed to, say, religious is you don't get to convert quite as quickly. But you also don't need to quite as much. There we go. Diplotech, so that gets rid of our unbalanced research. Mission fulfilled. Really? Right here. Africa Modernization. Oh! So because we didn't go ICTA, we can do this. Which gives us innovativeness. Amazing. European colonialism threatens to wipe out our nation if we do not adapt rapidly. We must have the technology and state apparatus to challenge them. Yeah, we are losing some of this because our neighbors are more advanced. We're not considered to be terribly innovative. Huh. New World Missions. We want to keep that going. Don't we? Oh, you don't have enough influence. Alright. We're going to oppose the religious tax. Sure. And we are going to build... That's just another mine. Still, I think that's worth doing. Again, at some point I should probably do the math on like the break-even point for this stuff, but you're doing that. You're going to restart this soon. How's our naval force limit? Let's get a couple more Caravel. I did talk about building transport ships, mostly to move the guys out of Italia over here. So at some point, you're annexing, you're sucking up, you're building a spy network. That's going to be that. A little sucking up going around is going to be okay. Gujarat, wow. I don't know if that's going to be relevant. But sure. Yeah, we'll just wait for this to maybe be capped right now. Again. The religious disunity is costing us some amount of money. And the religious unity keeps going down and down and down. We take more territory. We really could do with, like, better conversion stuff, but, man. We have a national unrest guy that we could take. Let's take him, actually. That's going to be very nice for us, because we have this consistent pile of rebellion always brewing. Let's fabricate some claims. Oh, that's it. That's as many claims as we can get. I guess, yeah, we only border 2 of their provinces, so we can get this diplomat back. Maybe just leave him idle for now. That's going to be okay. Do. Annexing is good. So, what's our very first idea over here? Yeah, the 25% religious unity. Then less unrest. The tolerance of heretics, yeah, may not matter instantly, but it's still gonna be good. Oh, this is the foreign talent again. At least it doesn't cost us professionalism if I go this way. I'm annoyed that it keeps hitting and when we have to take out loans, but I mean, I do hit this button. I mean, it's just more percentage damage. I just raised my hand in exclamation and hit the ceiling. I don't know if you heard that. F it. Spend money to be permanently better at fighting. Sure. If I ever drilled units, then we'd get a heck of a lot of professionalism all of a sudden. But our units are all somewhere that, like, is going to rebel, right? It's still the case? Yes. Yes. I mean, you're sort of fighting this one, and maybe actually it's not going to be a problem. We might be able to just drill you. So the supply depot costs money, but gives you extra supply limit for 5 years, and you can do it in enemy territory and stuff, which is nice. Where's the drill button? Oh, can't drill without a leader. I think we can drill you. And you're chilling over here. Are we at our force limit? No, we're not. Let me get a couple more infantry over there, and I don't remember who I assigned where. Actually, tell you what, you will get the best leader, and then you over here will get the other guy. And, okay, you're still set to drill. Okay. I don't know if you can start the drill and move the leader away. Probably it just resets and stops. That's 20 years of negative tax modifier. Oh, stability, though. Oh, we're actually not even at +1 stability, which would also be nice for making more money. Okay, you're revolting. We do have just enough troops. That's going to be okay. Boosting this, 134. In exchange for admin. You know what? We'll actually wait, because the cost of boosting stability goes up with negative religious unity. And so what we can do is we can get our first idea. Oh, you don't have a leader anymore, therefore you're being cranky pants. We can have a fair amount of generals, so let's go ahead and do this, actually. There we go. Yeah, no more attrition over here. Good. And that's the drilling army, which does point that out. Now, you have finished this. Grain Coast, I want to move you to more rebellious provinces, which are mostly... Well, Ivory Coast is cranky for some reason. We are converting them. That's not helping at all. So right now there's a cultural and a religious mismatch. Can I go and accept another culture? No. And we don't have the Diplo power to do culture conversions. Sharing is caring. Nice. Thank you. That pleases me greatly. Tropical wood is a very nice and valuable resource. The Emirs are gaining influence. Ooh, they're at 76% influence now. It's a little scary. Bam. Excellent. So if we look at religious unity now, we're at 94%, despite the fact that we have a real chaotic mismatch of religions. Now, I mean, we're still going to want to convert, like, constantly, but that's going to help our situation a lot. You're not moving towards it. I can go ahead and bring down this fort now. Because, yeah, we have nothing on the cusp of popping. Even here, actually. I mean, partially because you're doing... Yeah, you still have positive unrest. So, I think I still want to leave you here and not drill. Now, you're standing here, which has some unrest. Yeah, we're sort of leaving everything else as is, at least for now. Weapons manufacturing coming along. Annexations over here coming along. At least you're all Sunni. We don't have the Andalusian culture. Provincial improvements. I mean, unless I want to save money. Oh, I have a couple of loans. Let's make sure to repay. So I don't forget to repay it later on. Imports compete with air quality goods. Lose mercantilism. No, we'll take the gain, and I don't care about France. More mercantilism, always more better. And we are capped on monarch points. Okay, done. And we're actually ahead of time on military tech, which will put a freeze on our innovativeness decay. All power costs go down a little bit. Interesting. Stick on the legalism side for various discounts. I mean, we're still on the cusp of being over on military, which is crazy. I really should focus on something else. And we do have a few ways that we can sink those points. It's not the end of the world. If nothing else, we could just consider doing some more harsh treatments and things too. These are all fairly small. This one's a little bit bigger, but it's a million miles away. All right, well, this is a good place to put in a cut. We still are not capped on manpower. It's mostly the war in the south here that really ate a lot. And, you know, the occasional rebellions here and there. It can't say that we're not getting stronger and stronger every day. The question is mostly how much are the European powers getting stronger and stronger as a result of various colonial things, which we're not really participating in exactly the same fashion, and would be nice. We could take some other runs at these guys, but again, we get this country that's so freaking long and spread out that it becomes very hard to deal with some of the rebellion bullshit. But that's why we're going humanist. The thing is, we're on the... I think we can really, and maybe we should have earlier, but there's just been really good opportunities. These footholds are really going to pay off later. We can sort of not worry about, like, expanding very quickly until we get the various admin discounts for coring. And that's really, I think, what we're going to be looking for over here. So just solidifying the holdings that we've got will be very good. Becoming more powerful that way. I mean, we're developing our nation like crazy. We're ninth on the power spectrum. We're number 3 great power, 9th on score. Great power, of course, status is heavily modified by, say, technology cost modifiers. Like, Ming still got more development than anyone else, but they're behind on their printing press. They have no printing press stuff at all. The Ottomans are still really rocking right now. Russia, also a big badass. It's interesting. We have more development than France. Now, France is not going to be quite as far behind on tech. They're 14, 16, 16. The only difference is we're 3 Diplo levels behind. That is it. They have finished some more ideas as well. Like, we did have to sink in some of our PowerPoints on other things. One of the reasons we have, say, so much development is because we did develop, say, our capital, City of Air, like this, which is still fine. But overall, we're sort of holding our own there. And the trade value of the Ivory Coast, I think, is going to keep going up and be very just handy-dandy in general. It's worth 9.8 right now, and it might go up. We'll have to see. We'll probably look to get more merchants and do some trade steering and move our ships around. Just getting our ship limit up a lot would be nice, and that might just involve, building a lot more of the coastal buildings that give us more force limit, for example. Naval force limit is... I don't usually care about raising my army force limit. Usually I focus on manpower, but for Navy, it's usually naval force limit and not so much sailors. Mostly because usually... Well, actually, we're using more sailors than we produce right now. I'm not used to that being a thing. That's really, really interesting. I don't know if, the sailor, balance changed at some point. Or I'm used to just playing a nation that has, ideas that give you a boost to your sailors. That's possible. If we ever get the trade ideas... No, it doesn't give us more sailors. A lot of times I would pick up quality, quantity. No, that doesn't do anything for that either. I don't tend to go naval. Sometimes I've gone maritime, but I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna put a pin in here. Lovely air. Russia still has the biggest font. I mean, which is usually going to be the case. If we did, and it wouldn't take much, it would just be a handful of provinces over here, just for the wasteland provinces to blob towards us. What we might want to do is colonize Wada over here, Wadai, and then go after Funj. Just for embiggening our name. But the other advantage of it, it would give us a way to reach the Mamluks, who we do consider to be our rivals. It would also give us an ability to gain control over the Gulf of Aden by taking some of the ground here and making sure the trade is diverted south across the Cape as opposed to north through, well, I was going to say the canal over here, the Suez Canal, but it's not a canal yet. So, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.